be a big part of it. Man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So SMU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically
turning it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Oh, what a move to get open! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got a man, it's Hunt. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. They're going to run it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Going to try to get it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. The quarterback, they forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it going to run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Quickly down 14-0. They've taken a couple of punches. Let's see if they can get something going this time. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz. They can.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So
Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Right on target this time. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Laterals it back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy to go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got the 1st down himself. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. The give from the gun. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Makes the grab. It's Knight. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they blocked the kick. And they got it.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, getting the block.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Rides to back on the option. The give. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Sooners! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on second down. Shakes off the defender. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped.
Oof, what a break by the returner. You know, he's looking to try to do some damage and make some people miss and make a big play. And he coughed that puppy up, but what a break. How fortunate is he to fall back on that football.
He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's carry on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knight. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. This is the score. Oklahoma.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short pass is the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a...
There he goes! They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. McCann pulled the trigger and down he goes at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's showing you a little bit of everything today.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The sure hands. It's carry on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners are on the move. wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the high.
Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Sooners have it with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. Point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Pulls and fired complete. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the returner is stopped.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays. Splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, late in the year, Jerry, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a connection. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdown palooza. What a nice day.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Makes the grab on 3rd. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing it. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. He's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start in the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Or did he find a hole in the defense? He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Okay, ready? Offense set on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Bullock. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Mustangs are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack and creating some momentum.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack point.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Dropping back, it's Robertson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Hunting on first down. But why the hunt? From his end zone, he'll go up top. Oh, he picked it off. Touchdown Bears! The defense putting points on the board.
That is the easiest pick you will ever have in your life. You talk about a pick six. Oh, he returned it, made people miss. Nope. Nice play in the end zone to catch the football, get the pick, put 6 points on the board.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a terrible decision and return there. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. And it's caught off the fake. First down. Turns it on down the left side. It's a fumble on the play. The 20. He's at the 10. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Hauls it in, looking for space. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. To the air, it's Reed. And the pass is incomplete, but kind of bizarre to see a pass out of a fake punt formation, and it's not fourth down, so they'll retain possession. Why are they doing this? It's second down, but they're already set to punt. Gonna swing it on second down. Incomplete. The fake had worked to perfection, and he just gagged the pass.
And when you're faking punts, it's obviously a lot easier to execute in practice against a scout team when you get the exact look you want, but doing it against a starting return team or defense is a little bit more difficult. They're unable to come up with the completion, and now the offense is set up in great field position.
It falls incomplete, and it might come as a complete surprise to this coaching staff that was third down, and they still have another play. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And they'll fake it again. Oh, they are all over him. That never had a chance, and the fake blows up in their face.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score's set up by the return man. From the gun, extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
The Bears will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and they fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. You're not very smart if you continue to run the wrong direction and think something positive is going to happen. That's how you get minus 50 yards rushing on a play or more. Can't fix it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It falls incomplete. The fake on second down. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before, and hopefully I won't again. It's third and goal and third and long. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You wonder about that play call on third and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
The Aggies send out the punt team to... And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And what a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the move. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Yeah, I got nothing for you, RD. I mean, you start to run backwards. Maybe you think you can outrun everybody on the field and you're faster than everybody, but either way, that play went nowhere. Actually, it went somewhere. It went really far backwards.
Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Calls his own number. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
And let this be a good lesson to all young running backs out there. You just have to know when the play is over. This isn't high school football anymore. You're not going to be able to make every single guy miss, spin out of every tackle, reverse the field, and go score a touchdown. That doesn't happen at this level. Just get what you can get down, and play the next play.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Punting on first down, but wide. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. All the way back to the 15. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
He gets it away from his end zone, and a very good kick here. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. to get down there and knock him down inside the 10.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have two hands on the ball.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Just needs a crack to get a return.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Man, you got to know when to give it up. You can't just keep retreating and going backwards and backwards and backwards, thinking at some point you're going to outrun everybody and make a big play. That play was doomed from the get-go, and it was going the wrong direction.
I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. And after the huge special teams play, they'll take over just inside their 30-yard line.
And how about the defender timing his jump beautifully on that punt block?
Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on second down. Floating away. And they used to do crazy stuff like this back 60, 70 years ago, like in rain and stuff, just punt the ball away and play defense. But you think anybody's going to buy that now? Did they lose track of the downs? The punt team is on the field and it's third down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Punting on first down. But why? From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And the fake works if he can get the first.
We'll give the return team credit there because they were able to rally and get a massive stop. Now, the kicking team thought they had the perfect play, and they snap it to the up man. He sees his target downfield, throws the completion. Everything's going right, but the return team able to make a massive tackle. The gamble does not pay off, and that is a critical turnover on downs.
And I can hear every fan. If we were going to throw it, why didn't you just keep the quarterback in there? But you try to catch him off guard. You try to make the big momentum play, but it doesn't work. And now the defense needs to come out here, bail you out, and create some momentum back on your side.
It falls incomplete, and they tried to get him messed up with the third down fake and couldn't pull it off.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They're in punt formation, but that's no guarantee they're actually going to punt it. Secures it at the 30. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. That one will be incomplete, and as the saying goes, you do that on first down and you probably just played yourself.
And you can draw these up on paper all you want, but executing them is such a different level. It's different guys doing different things that you've asked them to do. And right there, misfire on the pass, and this defense now sets their offense up.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snapping it to the up back, completing the pass.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. I've seen a lot of football, and I've never seen anything like that, and I hope I never do again. What a weird play for the safety.
I can't say what I want to say on this because I'd get fired, but what are you doing? Like, as you continue to run backwards, at some point we know, like, this play's over. I'm not going to get positive yards, but at some point you can't treat this like, it's almost like they thought this was a video game, and it just didn't matter, but goes all the way backwards and just gives up the safety.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? And they pull it off. He's got it for the first down. Flying down the left side. Past the 30. The 20. 10. And it's on the ground. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the option. The pitch. There he goes. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
A nice job by the defense swarming to the football. And anytime you're having the ball being pitched or you're having a lateral on the play, you want to get to that guy who's doing it. Hit him. Make that thing bounce all over the place so you can go recover it. Nice job by the defense disrupting it with speed, getting to the football, recovering that sucker.
And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. Offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will